You recorded two cover songs,
Yeah.
not songs that you would expect on a country album.
Yeah. That's why they are.
Yeah,
here.
so that's true. Well, Dancing Queen.
Yeah.
How come Dancing Queen? What did you hear in the song that made you decide? Well, this is, in essence, a country song.
I don't know if I thought it was the essence of country song, but in a way, yeah, it's a song. It's a really fantastic songwriting, and all the people in Nashville are really focused on songwriting. And of course, when I did this project, I was more and more interested and focused on songwriting. So I started to. I think I read an old interview from one of the guys from ABBA, and he was saying that sometimes he can spend 6 months on one song. So I say, wow, this is impressive, because at the end, it's fantastic pop song. It's really it's not by accident that they are so famous.
And what makes this song then so fantastic?
I don't know. So I started to buy an album, the compilation, of ABBA compilation.
The gold album?
The gold one, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I bought it in the airport. At first I said, okay, I'm gonna buy it for my daughter. But in fact, I listened. She loved it, but I wanted to listen by myself. And after I bought a songbook and I started to play on guitar, and I said they were quite hard to play in a way, a lot of different chords, harmonies, not very simple chords, it's quite far from the country music, which is quite simple chords, which is sometimes 2 or 3 chords. This is country music mostly, or mountain tunes, I would say. And I started to play at home in a flat picking way, and it sounds great. I say, wow, it's cool, and it really sounds like a country song. So I decided to record that. But the first cover I wanted to do, it was the Sex Pistols cover, Pretty Vacant, and the idea came because I was watching TV and watching the Two Stupid Girls, Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie on this TV show like The Farm or something. I don't remember the name of this thing, and they look really pretty vacant, And so okay, they are pretty vacant, and it's starting. The connection came like that, and because the covers, when you do a cover, it's because it's in a way it shows from where you come from, and I was a big fan of the Sex Pistols. So and punk, the punk vibe is really part of the country music, really big part, People don't have maybe this feeling from the outside, but from the inside, there is, Hank Williams, Johnny Cash.
It's the fuck you attitude.
Yeah, exactly, the fuck you attitude. Yeah, one of the most famous picture of Johnny Cash is this one, And Hank Williams was this kind of also, and his grandson. Hank Williams has a son, which is Hank Williams Jr. or something like that.
I think it's 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, and the third, Hank the third, Hank 3, is great. Is a great performer, great singer, great songwriter. I prefer much more the grandson and the son of Hank Williams. It's closer to what was doing his grandfather in a way, and I love this the album of Hank 3. Yeah, so and it's really mixed the punk attitude in country music.
Yeah, it's a strange story because the old Hank Williams, he died 27 of heart failure, I think, in the back of a
car.
Taxi. Yeah. I think I have to stop within a few minutes.
Yeah.
Well, you worked with a lot of people on this album.
Yeah.
Was it hard to get these people together?
Not so hard, Bucky Baxter was the key. He opened his contact book in a way, his address book. The first time I came to Nashville, I had just 3 contacts, I think, 3 important contacts. One was a guy who worked with Jack White from the White Stripes on the Loretta Lynn album. So from the management from White Stripes, we have the same record company in America and England, or mostly in England, I think. It's Excel. With Gotan, we have the same record label. So I had the contact of the guy. He had a very small studio in a house, which is like a very, everything is very old. Where we are talking about vintage, everything is vintage. Even the TV is like 60s year TV from the 60s, you know. And so Jack White worked with him, and I met him there, and it was really cool guy, and I was really close to work with him. And there was one guy was really in the music establishment, you know, in the union, because there it's a big music city, so there is a big music establishment. So it was really nice, but not the kind of way to do world music, you know, not my way to do music.